ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Larry Fobbs out here, get my exercise on. And also because there's a lot of big wigs in there, professional athletes. They're very good influencers. So we have a guest today, Ray Higman. He's going to talk about the concept of dominating social media. What tools and techniques people are using nowadays to become successful. Are you going to go old school? You're going to go to new school? What are the resistance, what have you? He's going to talk about this tool that a lot of us are using so we can dominate social media. Okay, here's Ray, and watch the following video after. We're going to give you this demonstration of this tool that you're going to be amazed what it can do with you to help you dominate social media. Okay, see you on the inside.
And I know that some techie nerds would disagree perhaps, but to me, I see this as the second wave. The first wave was social media. So I remember in 2009, I was teaching network marketers social media. No other trainer that's popular was. Fact. That's a fact. And in fact, they were kind of like, don't do that, stay face-to-face. And I even remember the first event I ever went to, I wasn't like a top earner yet. I was getting some results, but I wasn't a top earner yet. And this guy came up to me and he goes, "Hey, I hear that you recruit a lot of people on Facebook." And I said, "Yeah, we try." And he goes, "I prefer duplication." Turns around, walks off. I'm like, okay. And some people don't realize, like Haterade's my Gatorade. So like that, I'm like, yeah, baby. So back then I was a little spiteful. I was a little smaller, back then. And so 7 months later, when I was the #1 earner of that company, I did look at him in the crowd. I'm like, there he is. Right. So I was a little spiteful. And so social media was kind of the first thing that people misunderstood and completely didn't see. And, I just spent 4 days with John Maxwell, who's our upcoming keynote speaker. And he defined leadership as this: the one thing that all great leaders do is they see more than everyone else, and they see before everyone else. That's his definition of a great leader. And so I see AI as like that second wave. And I know there's been a long time between social media and AI, but it's really what's drastically different than social media. Yeah, there's been bells and trinkets and widgets and gadgets and all that stuff, but AI is a different animal. And so what this actually does is, so a lot of traditional network marketers kind of didn't like social media because they thought it was too complex. It was technology, and that'll get people away from being face to face, which some people it did, but also equipped some people. It had some people that would never go to the mall prospecting somebody, and it actually got them into action, right? Well, now you have a lot of leaders that bash branding, right? And they have this, this entire time. And so, and honestly, I've always been very careful and cautious on teaching branding around duplication, because I've seen far too many people go down the branding rabbit hole with their glamour shots and their leather jackets and their taglines. And 8 years later, they come out and they still haven't made any money, but they've spent $20,000. And so this is something that really changes the game for that, right? You want to change your brand, boop, boop, beep, boop, dee, boop, doo, and all of a sudden you got a new brand. And, it's not relying on your branding intelligence, right? And that's what AI doesn't do. It doesn't wait for you to be super smart. It is super smart. And so it spits out what it is that you're looking for that you probably can't verbalize. You probably can't kind of wrap your mind around it. And it allows you this template to just alter and change. And so I think what you guys are doing are really special. I've invested, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in learning marketing, learning copywriting, learning advertising, learning all this stuff, so that, we've, created a brand over the years But you don't have to do that, right? You can save a whole bunch of money and just push a few buttons and answer a few pretty simple questions. So it's pretty exciting what you guys are doing.
Yes, like Ray said, he's been around for a while. He's seen all the tools and techniques, but he says this MyAI is something that's very powerful. So watch the following video because it's going to show you a demonstration on how it works, and you're going to be amazed that yes, this is a marketing tool you have been looking for all the while. Okay, hope you see you on the inside. Have a blessed day.
Say there's a
treat his
at least
business
like
like
a
four
people
things
that
that
work
you
in
have to do
it.
if you want to get
started
with
with affiliate
We have a solid
marketing.
core team.
Say there's
Treat his
at least
business
take the
like